What's up? It's Kev B, man. I'm back again. It's Mr. Believe, man. And we're here for another day of just Kev B Speaks, baby. I just want to talk a little bit about building your brand and being more intentional, just when you're telling your story in such a way that it's easier for the consumer to understand. Number one, so it's easier for the consumer to understand, number one, what it is you're selling, and number two, who's the hero of this story. I've been listening to the audiobook of Story Brand, and it's very interesting, man. All these books, they're kind of like just piggybacking off of each other, and it's like I've been going from one book to the next. It's just all been like building up. So I started off with it was 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, and that one was just all about giving maximum effort, giving extra effort, always going 110, giving everything you got every single day. And then when you go from the 10X Rule to crush it, it's like, wow, okay, yeah, you want to give maximum effort, but now you want to give maximum effort in a certain way. You want to plan it out. You want to really be focused as who's your target audience and how you're going to target them and where you're going to be targeting them at. You're not going to market the same way you're going to market on Facebook. You're going to create different content or content-specific content depending on the platform that you're on. And then you go from that into your story brand. And the story brand kind of building and piggybacking off of when I was listening to the 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. And I kind of look at it as like the revised version of that book. I feel as though the 22 Immutable Laws had a lot of very good points, but some of it was outdated. And branding, coupled with that book, because you can still use some of those principles, which were very, very good from the 22 Immutable Laws, but branding kind of puts a modern, today twist on it. And you couple that with what you've already been learning from Crush It and the 10X Rule, and you merge all that together and you get this mashup of what's just going on in my mind. And where I'm coming up to now is creating the story behind my brand. And then, not just my brand, but then my sub-brands and how they all intertwine and how they, mingle with each other. So it's just having me to think on just a whole nother wavelength, more than just saying, this is what I offer, this is what we do, but more telling the story of through the lens of the consumer. So it's like, this is how you will feel or what it will look like after you've used our services. And using our services is going to cause you to look like this: a hero, a genius. You know what I'm saying? But before using our services, you were, I'm just being broad here, unorganized. You were out of breath. You were just flabbergasted with the amount of work that you had. But then after the services, now you look like someone who's organized and smart and a genius and able to tackle many tasks. So you take it from where they had the problem, bring them on a journey. You insert your product or service, which is something of what a guide to them on their journey, to try to show them how they can go about, becoming the better version of them, which at the end is the end result after using your product. So your product is more like a guide in the story of the consumer from where they were to where they now are the hero and this great new person after using your product. It's it's very nuanced, man. I hope I'm not saying too much. I'm not going too crazy with it. I hope you can really understand what I'm saying and you're getting it and grasping it. So the story of your product, your story brand, it's not really your brand story, but it's the story that the consumer would be able to relate to you when they use your brand. So it's like it solves a problem for them. It shows them where they are now. It brings them along their journey. You insert you kind of like the Yoda to Luke Skywalker. He's lost, trying to find his way. You know, he's special. He knows there's something within inside of him, but he doesn't know what it is. So we become like Yoda, and we show him the forces within. And if you use this and you do this, you'll become out like this. And that's where we, show them if you just look within inside and they use your product, you couple it with this, and you couple it with something that's already a part of what they're doing, and then they come out on the other side and they're Luke Skywalker and the hero of Star Wars. I hope it made a whole bunch of sense. So basically, I just got all it to say is that through all the readings I've been doing, it's really been making me question, or not question, but reevaluate the way that I present or show up to them in the minds of the consumer, and being more intentional about championing the consumer, making them much more the focal point in my marketing. Not so much of what I do, what we do, what we offer, all the bells and whistles, but much more of how much more efficient, how much more better their life will be, and how much more of a superhero, how much more smart they will look and feel and seem after using our product. Because if the consumer can't see themselves using your product and don't even understand how it's going to help them, it's kind of going to make your product be like just everybody else. So to stand out, you got to kind of like build a story around your product that the consumer can now consume and feel like, hey, I'm a part of that. Like how Nike tells these compelling stories to inspire people, and then they say, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Or Apple shows like just how the lifestyle of using Apple, you just look so much more stylish and you just seems like you're so much more cool. It's like, what story is your product or service going to feel inside of this person's life of their story? How is it going to fit into their life and make them feel as though they've won or have achieved something or accomplished something or got something greater because of working with you, partnering with you, purchasing from you? What is it that you're bringing? What's your secret sauce? And I want to challenge everyone out there, man. Go and try to get a hold of some of these books. The ones that I mentioned today were the 10X Rule, Crushing It, 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Then you have Crushing It by Gary Vee. And then you have the Story Brand and the 22 Immutable Laws of Branding. Now the last two, I'm not 100% sure of the authors, but I will definitely, if I remember, put them in the description below. But yes, so those 4 books, those are really, really good. And I'm just sharing those with you to help you on your journey. Yeah, man, so I just catch you guys on the next one, man, and keep reading, keep expanding your knowledge every day. Every day. Hey, I'm back, man. If you like these videos, you like the information that you're getting, remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment at the end of these videos, and let's talk about it. Peace.